There we go. And this one's for Rosie. Just tonight.
Rosie gets one.
Okay, so here's yours.
Each of you have a quote, and I hope that everybody gets the right one. And then it's a writer's quote, and the other piece of paper has to do with my, what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about today, is jumping the hurdles to writing success. So each of you will have a hurdle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about it, and then I want you to participate and tell me how you dealt with it. And of course, if anybody is stuck and they don't want to do that, somebody else can help them. Okay? All right, so the first one is procrastination. Oh, that's a big one.
Master at that.
I know. I'll start later. I'm busy right now. Well, and when we get right down to it, we have to make writing a priority, right? We have to really commit to that.
Yeah. Schedule it.
Schedule, yes. And when I started with my blog. The person that I took a little online class with suggested 300 words a day. And now my coach has increased that to 500 a day. It's a lot. I mean, a blog is 300 words. So, anyway, something that you can do when you're having procrastination problems is persevere anyway. And then pray for inspiration. And also have a team of prayer warriors that can pray for you. And when I wrote my books, I did have several people that were praying for me, and I still text people all the time. Linda is one of them. Okay, and then just yesterday, my coach posted a RJ Tessman. We probably all heard of her.
Oh yeah.
She did. She's written a book, Finding Your Writing Plan, and she also posted a blog to her clients, and she was talking about Deep Work by Carl Newport. It sounded like just a wonderful publication. Different approaches to writing, like one of them is I don't think she didn't use that word, and I didn't take real good notes, but you can get the book. But one of them was like a monastery approach, where you just really isolate and no distractions, absolutely. But there's different examples. So, okay, does anyone have anything? Who has procrastination?
What? No, what? Oh, where?
Oh, open your little tiny slips of paper.
The what, yellow or the blue?
The little yellow one.
The yellow one.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys can open the blue ones.
Okay, I'm opening your yellow one.
But the little yellow or purple
Rosie.
one.
Okay.
It says procrastination right there. See it?
I figured that would be me.
Okay. Let's see what I got.
Oh, funny.
Oh, I got not starting.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Rosie got
Procrastination.
procrastination. Okay, Rosie, what do you got for us? Any
Tell you next
suggestions on
week.
procrastination?
Procrastination, I can't answer. Oh, I'll answer tomorrow.
I'll answer some.
Are you understanding? I'm trying to.
No, what is it?
She's
Okay.
asking you to talk on procrastination.
Can you tell us how you deal with procrastination with your writing?
Okay. Procrastination. How I deal with it is I pray. I ask God for, I ask the Holy Spirit to remove whatever is blocking me, and just to help me take that step. And sometimes it's one page, and sometimes it's a chapter.
Oh,
But I
great.
ask the Holy Spirit to help me with that, because that is something I battle for, procrastination.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Uh-huh. Okay, my next one is not starting. Okay, Edie has that. I found it very difficult to start a new project. I finish one, and it's like, oh, there's kind of a little depression. It's kind of like postpartum depression. You're done with that, And it's like, oh man, what now? So I do have another project, but I just had difficulty writing it. I've got this time, you guys probably know, you have more experience than I do, but you have to research what you're going to write about. Like if you're going to write a memoir, you have to do that, learn about it. If you're going to do fiction, you have to learn how to do that. It's different. They're all different. So I'm writing fiction this time, and it is a different animal. And I'm having to do those scenes that I've heard Laura talk about. And
those scenes.
I'm having to do some research. Hey, I got my master's in nursing. The research is not my cup of tea. But anyway, so sometimes we just have to start with baby steps. Yeah. So, and I did start with The Path of Least Resistance. I read a craft book, and I would recommend it, Goal, Motivation, and Conflict by Deborah Dixon. And it's very expensive if you buy a hard copy. So my suggestion would be to get it on on Kindle. I also read a book of similar content. And really it was pretty easy doing the memoir. I did read The Memoir Project by Marion Roach Smith. And let go of pressure, self-pressure, that is a creativity killer, as we all know. Okay, Edie, anything to add?
Okay, let's see. So, school's over, and I have the weekend, and summer start day 1, so I did not start. So day 1 I did not start. My husband had 2 doctor's appointments, which Laura can relate to. So we did that. We were lucky to get to some grocery stores in between. And so I'm looking at my desk, I'm looking at the computer, and I'm thinking, the first thing I want to do is clear off the desk. And I think clearing off the desk would be a wonderful way to start, because number 1, it's a mess. And number 2, by clearing it off, I'm saying, I'm not dealing with that. I'm going to go on to the fresh, to the new. But I'm actually revising my first book, Victim to Victor. I'm going to revise and expand it. I'm going to make it a lot like yours.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm going to take that book and take the text, because I'm using it in a group setting, and so I'm getting to kind of debug it and edit it and see what it wants to be in a group setting.
Very good.
So it's going to be the book we go through together as the group. So it's going to have embedded questions in it. I don't know if I'll leave space to write answers, but I'm certainly going to embed the questions. Like, how did you experience this?
So you're still thinking about it though, so you're starting.
I've been starting for years. I've been procrastinating with starting for years. But my thing is, I cannot write during the school year because I don't have those big blocks of quiet.
Yeah.
But during the summer, I set up a part-time writer's schedule, and that's how I wrote my book. I write it one summer and then I publish it, but I do all my marketing and stuff and selling in between, because I've learned how my life.
So you really do what works for you.
I do what works for
Exactly.
me. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna start tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm saying it out loud in front of all you
There's
people.
your short-term goal.
That's my short-term
Okay.
goal. Okay, tomorrow it begins.
Okay, the next one I have is fear of what others think. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a biggie for me.
Oh yes.
What if no one likes what I write? What if no one reads it? Well, initially, as I said, I started my blog, and of course no one was reading it or signing up for it. And I would just complain to my husband, and he said, well, maybe you're just writing it for me. So
Aw.
that was very encouraging. So I just kind of, my focus has to stay really narrow. I'm pleasing God, and I really don't care what anybody thinks anymore. And then the other thing is, your book may not be, one friend told me, your book may not be for everyone, but someone needs it. And you just need to pray that the people who need it will find it. So that's good. So who had that
Oh, right here.
little bit? Okay.
Mhm.
Do you have anything to add to that?
Oh,
Fear of what others think?
fear.
Yeah.
That's a kind of a key word, I think.
It
'Cause,
is.
And what better way to overcome fear than in prayer and in just a relationship with Christ? Because you remember who you are, and it gives it strengthens you. And I feel like I used to battle with it a lot more. Now I don't care what people think.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. With as
freeing,
I've
isn't it?
matured, it's like, well, I feel like God places. He gives us our peeps, and by peeps I mean everybody alive on the planet. This moment that He's placed us all together, I feel like is my. It's the group. It's my peeps. It's who God chose for me to share at this point in time. I wasn't born in 1803, but I hope I don't look like I was. So the people that we have now are our people, and so there's a reason for that. These are all the ones that we get to have time together or share, or the people you meet. And so I feel like there's just a reason if I have an encounter or make a friendship or I feel like God leads people to come together and just I think He can make wonderful things happen by bringing
Yes.
groups of people together and that
Yes.
sort of thing. So I don't know. I
Very good.
fear.
He pretty much steps in a bunch of stuff. So
So it's just to the wind. with
It's to
that,
the wind.
Right.
I still have fear, but
Yeah.
not so much of people like I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that is nice to get over that, isn't it? Okay. So each time we compare it, let's see, did I do, what am I, okay. Comparing, okay, who's got comparing? Okay. All right, comparing is really easy to do, and it can certainly shut us down if we do it. It's really easy to say, oh, well, Edie is really a good writer, or somebody else, or Stephen King, he's a bestseller. And every time that we do that, we really end up being the loser. And so just it's just not, it's not the same thing to do. So God has given each of us our voice, our experience, our mind, and our passion that makes us uniquely us and gives our words, our books and our words power. And also, I think that every person's voice is unique. So that is really a good thing. And Cheryl, do you have anything to add to that?
Well, it's just that this is such an easy thing to fall into. We do it not only in our writing, but from the time we're little, I think we all, we're always comparing ourselves to whoever we're with or who we see somewhere else. And in the writing realm, like I'll think, all the people who write fiction, wow, because I have not done that, and then I can think they're so much more talented, or that type of thing, or just their productivity, can write so many books, and here I am struggling to, get another one going and maintain it. But I just keep my times are in the Lord's hands.
Yes.
And just to try to be satisfied with what He has led me to do, which is nonfiction, and be satisfied with the time that I have, and take the delays that come along, and just realize that my times are in His hands, and things will get done at the right time, but there are a lot of ways we can compare each other in so many